All right, friends, things are going to get a bit more exciting now because we're going to talk about the dragon roll. All right, so the dragon roll is, I would say, the third foundational pattern in Rofo, and I would say it's one of the iconic movements in the rope flow world. So the dragon roll is basically the dragon roll is a coined term. The dragon roll is a term that's coined from the movements that's in the pattern. So we're going to drag and roll the rope. Okay, so that's why it's called the drag gun roll. So you're going to drag and roll the rope. Now, again, with the first two foundational patterns, which is racing, chase, and matadors, our rope is traveling here, okay, on our left side and on our right side. But the dragon roll is now traveling on our front train track and on our back train track. So this is why earlier we talked about getting familiar with the propeller, because the rope is going to travel here in your front train track, okay, and then later on, as we learn the dragon roll, the rope travels on our back train track. So I'm going to show you what the dragon roll looks like first. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, so this is what you call the dragon roll. Okay, so as complicated as it looks, it's actually easy to learn it and I'm going to guide you with these 4 steps, okay, that I've learned, which makes it a bit more easy to understand. Okay, so again, the dragon roll, with the dragon roll, the rope travels on your front train track and on your back train track. Okay, so we're going to start by learning, okay, in 4 steps. Okay, I want you to think of like drag, flip, turn, flip. That's how I learned it. Okay, other people will, or other trainers will tell you a different cues, but this is how I learned it. So think of like 4 cues: drag, flip, turn, flip. Okay, or some people will say drag, turn, flip, turn, drag, turn, flip, turn. Or again, let's keep it at 4 movements. Okay, so you're going to hold the handles of your rope this way, okay, and we're going to choose a side first. So let's say I choose my left side first over here. Okay, so you're going to keep the tip of the rope in front of that train track, in your front train track, but now your body is facing left side. Okay, most of your joints are facing left side, but you're keeping the tip of the rope in that front train track. Okay, our first step is we're going to drag the rope. Okay, so we're going to drag it on that front train track and we're going to turn. Okay, so now my body is turned the opposite way, turned to my right. Okay, let's do that again. So step 1, okay, we're going to keep the rope here, we're going to drag it. Okay, do it again, drag, here, okay, drag. So with the dragon roll, you'll notice that you will be required to turn a lot. So that's why earlier I told you that it's very important that we loosen things up. So it's very important that we learn how to pivot and turn our body. Okay, so even with this first step, as we drag, okay, we're already learning how to turn or learning how to rotate. Okay, we're going to drag, okay, so it's kind of like you're sweeping the floor with your rope. Okay, drag, but again, we're trying to keep it on that front train track. We're going to drag it in that front train track, drag. Okay, that's the first step. Now the second step is we're going to flip it. Okay, so from here, drag. The second step is flipping it. Okay, we're simply flipping the rope towards our back. Okay, now remember, as we flip, okay, we're keeping our palms facing up. Okay, now we're going to do it again. So as we drag, our palms are facing down. Drag, flip. Okay, palms facing up. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to connect step 1 and 2. We're going to make things a bit more smooth, okay? So instead of doing this, instead of doing step 1 and 2, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to connect them, okay? We're going to do step 1 and 2, okay? So you're using that momentum from the drag and then you're flipping it towards your back. So I'll do it again. Drag, flip. And I'll do it again, one more time. Drag, flip. Okay? So remember, as you flip, try to keep your hands down, palms facing up. Okay? Because most of the time when people flip, they're keeping their hands here. Okay? Okay? I want you to bring the hands down. Okay? So just get familiar with this. Drag, flip. Okay? Now, step 3 would be from here. As you flip, you're going to turn back to that same side or your first side. Okay? So I'm going to do that again. So we'll do step 1, 2, and 3. So step 1, you're going to drag. Step 2, you're going to flip. Step 3, you're going to turn back facing your first position. Okay? So I'm going to do that again. Step 1, drag. Step 2, flip. Step 3, turn. Okay? Good. So now we're going to connect the 3 movements and make it fluid. Okay? Step 1, 2, 3. Okay? So notice, like as I flip my rope, I'm anticipating that loop and I'm starting to turn back on this side. So I'll do it again. So drag, flip, turn. I'll do it again. Drag, flip, turn. Okay? Now, notice that when we're doing the dragon roll, it's all about learning how to control that momentum. Okay? So as I drag my rope, there's momentum going here. I'm turning. And as I flip, the rope wants to go back. There's momentum. Now I'm just using that momentum so I could turn back this way. Okay? And what you notice why I told you to keep the arms down as you flip, because the rope travels on that front train track and on your back train track. Okay? So if I do this and I bring it down, okay, you'll notice that my rope touches the back side of my train track. Okay? So even if I face here, if you do this properly, you'll hear 2 beats as you do the dragon roll. So 1, 2. Okay? I'll do it again. So step 1, drag, flip, turn. Okay? So you're anticipating that loop. As it drops down, you're going to turn. Okay? So let's break it down again. Step 1, 2, and 3. Step 1, drag, flip, turn. Now, the last move or the last step is to just flip it back again. Flip it back here again. Now, as you flip, you just got to make sure that when you flip it on that last flip, your target is your front train track again, because it goes back into a loop. Okay? And again, we're using that momentum. So from here, okay, I'm going to flip it and it's back on that front train track. Okay? Now again, momentum. As I flip it, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to use that momentum so I could drag it back again towards here. Okay? And it goes into a loop. So basically what it looks like is, again, you're going to perform the dragon roll as you connect all 4 movements seamlessly. Drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip. Now, reason why I want you guys to loosen up, because again, this is going to require a lot of turning. We're going to exaggerate the turning for now, because once you get used to the momentum and the turning, then eventually you won't need to turn as much on when you're doing your dragon roll. And you could start doing this. It's all about learning how to shift your weight. Okay? But for now, I want to see you do a drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip, drag, flip, turn, flip. And notice how my chest is facing my left side rather, and my right side. So I'm always turning, I'm always pivoting, okay? That would be like a good practice for your dragon rolls. And obviously, if you've done it from your left side to right side, now all you need to do is do it on the opposite side as well. So how do we do that? We keep it on the 4 steps. So I'm going to start my rope now here. Okay, I'm going to drag towards this side. I'm going to flip it. Okay, I'm going to turn, and I'm going to flip it back again. Okay, that's what you need to do. And get familiar with it. So if you do have a hard time, always think of like those 4 words. Okay, drag, flip, turn, flip. So I'm going to drag. I'm going to flip. I'm going to turn. I'm going to flip it again. But again, as you flip, think of that front train track. The tip or the apex of the rope always travels in that front train track and on that back train track. Okay? So, and once you get so used to it, then all you need to do is just be faster, and you'll be able to do your dragon rolls. Okay? That's the dragon roll, and I'll see you on the next one.